Simple.
Well, okay. So let me put I'll put the dot at the end of this sentence here.
Yeah.
Is equality, the way we think about equality right now? It's subjective. We make it whatever suits our narrative, whatever suits our ideology, and then finally the last thing is that equality, as the way that it's explained today, is presented in a vacuum. Mm-hmm. So equality only works if all things are equal. It only works if everybody is playing by the same rule set on the same team or whatever, right? Equality is only a thing according to what the challenge that is presented to it. I told you this yesterday. If I'm male, I'm biologically male. My pronouns are he and her, right? If I go and I want to have a baby, that's very unfair. That's very unfair to me. That's very unequal to me because the challenge is me giving birth. I can't do that. I'm biologically male. I don't have the parts to do that. So I can complain about that, or I can live with that and live the best life that I can. Most women want to change the game, and they don't want to play the game better. They want the world to accommodate them, and rather than them playing it better than they have been, right? They don't want to be good players of the game. They want to lower the nets in the WNBA, right? Seriously, they want to change the nature of the game. That's what they did in the NBA. It's like they want in the early days of the WNBA, they were talking about lowering the nets because the ladies couldn't dunk, right? And they thought, well, if the ladies can dunk, then more people will come in. And that's not the case. Like the soccer, what is that purple hair soccer girl?
Yeah, she wanted equal pay.
Equal pay. And I'm like, well, fuck that, man. I'm gonna go. I demand equal pay for my male OnlyFans site. Then how come I can't get it? That's because the challenge is I want to make $100,000 a month on OnlyFans just as Rollo Tomasi. How come I can't do that?
Exactly.
I'm going to
selling feet pictures. Yeah.
You don't see me suing OnlyFans saying I want you to give me $100,000 a month because that's endemic sexism. I would be laughed out of the.
They would,
but we don't laugh out. What's her face?
The female soccer players. Who, by the way, I'm going to go there, get destroyed by high school boys. The reason why, female sports is a joke, and I'm going to say that it's a joke because from a physicality standpoint, now we're talking about sports and athletic ability. So if we're going to talk about human performance, period, female sports is a joke. Go ahead, quote me on that. It is a fucking joke because if we're going to talk about humans in general, they are inferior when it comes to athletics and performance from a physicality standpoint. There's a reason why people pay to go to NBA games and to NFL games and they don't pay to go to MLS. And as a matter of fact, female MLS or female WNBA or whatever it may be. And the reason for that is because even women want to see the best of what human genetics can do. Unfortunately, it is male. The thing is this. A lot of women want equality of outcome instead of equality of opportunity. And here's the thing. Just by having different standards for men and women is inherently unequal because now we have to change standards for women for the military. A man has to do 50 push-ups. A woman can only do 20 and pass. That in itself already destroys the premise of equality because we're changing standards around to accommodate women. And I argue that when you do that, especially with something like the military, sports or whatever, you decrease the quality of whatever's going on, especially when it involves combat sports or whatever it is. Changes the game completely, and I agree with you. They don't want equality. They want the rules to change for their benefit, and that's just not the way it works. And I love your OnlyFans
because they're used to
example.
They're used to the world changing for them. Because why wouldn't it?
I don't see Sterling crying, saying, I don't make $100,000 on OnlyFans. This is BS. I don't see him protesting in Washington, D.C. because men live in a fact-based reality.
Well, men must become women just are. So when the world doesn't work for women, they, as a woman, they just are. They expect the world to be just are, right? They expect it to cater to them. The other thing you're looking at right now is transgender in sports, right?